Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not your financial advisor. We're not responsible for your trade. This is not a trading room. This is only an educational room. And we strongly recommend you to stay on a sim as long as needed before you start using the real money. It is a place where there is a high risk in the trading, and you should be educated enough before you start using the real money. Uh, for the ones that just join us, this is we're gonna be covering three different type of an auto trade. On the left upper corner here, it is the market analyzer. We are connected the blue charts. The blue charts are an entry signal based on a 1 minute. It's coming from the market analyzer on the left upper corner. On the right upper corner, this one here, it is the 15-second scalper. On the 15-second scalper, we are using the Y charts for a signal, automated signal entry. The blue charts are automated, and the white charts as well are automated. If we look at the Nasdaq, where it says the entry, the market analyzer is based on one contract. The entry price is 139.9775. Target 139.42. We are about to hit the target. Your trailing stops is based on a fib, and then it's true we are using 15 second, but if the market go into your direction, it's gonna switch automatically from scalping to swing trading by itself, and it extend the target by itself. Then what we are gonna cover, we're gonna cover different type of an auto trade. This one has nothing to do with the signal. This is the TI7, and we use the TI7 for also automated to trade. And on this automated to trade is a total different an auto trade, and has around 8 different entries, and has around 8 different type of filters. So this kind of auto trade, I mean, whether you want to use the signal, or if you want to use this kind of auto trade, you have to be prepared to use some time to learn. You cannot just purchase on Sunday and start live trading on Monday. This is not going to happen. You need to learn the auto trade. You need to learn how to adjust. You need to learn when to start, when to stop, how to manage the auto trade. Enough of that. Let's go and analyze what's going on in the market, and then we go back to the trade. I don't know where to put this timer. Okay, let's understand what's going on in the market. So we need to understand what's going on in the market for us to okay, and this is the Nasdaq TI7 is killing it, and the TI7 is killing it really, and okay. At the moment, we have a support area on the ES 4169, and those here are a total different system, has nothing to do with the auto trades, and those are institutional numbers, and it seems like now it's only 10 o'clock. If we are breaking the 41.69.25 and we hit target 1, there is a profit taken. Target 2, there is a profit taken. So that's mean your market is going to go back up again. And probably if we are staying to the downside by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we should hit the final number is 41.55.75. Now this ES is going to the proper direction, and as you see here, because of the support 41.69.50 got rejected and going back to retest the double resistance line in here. So it is not over. This is the ES is gonna try to test the 41.75 and going back to retest the 41.69 is trying to find an exit out. So now we are stuck between the 41.76 as a resistance, which is a very heavy resistance, and most likely is gonna go back and try to penetrate the 41.69.25. So we are going in the proper direction in the market, and it's gonna try right now as we speak. It's gonna go down as we speak right now, and try to go and break the 41.69.25. Now, if you are in the trade right now, you are very fine, but do not generate, again, please be careful, do not generate any new trade right now on the ES, because the ES resistance is 41.75.50. We need, it is very important to break the 41.69.50 in order for us to hit target 1 and target 2. There is no long trade, which you can activate your auto trade to also. If you just started your auto trade, you can activate your auto trade by using the buttons on the top, and you can say long only or short only. So if you want to do that, you can do that. You can now is activated short trades only, and because also, I mean, I know, oh God, when you're asking a guy on auto trade to interfere with the trade, I respect that. But for the guys who want to interfere with the market, you need to direct your auto trade to short trade only, whether it's a NASDAQ. If you missed up on the NASDAQ and you missed the trend this morning on the NASDAQ, it's not too late. You still can get in on the NASDAQ. On SIM, we're not responsible for your trade. We're not your financial advisor. This is not a trading room, but if you want to go on a SIM, you can go around 1397.4.25 right there as a re-entry short, and this is where this area here is a re-entry area on the NASDAQ right there. You have a resistance line at 13,971, and then you have a double fib, and you have our moving average and our re-entry point. It is right there. Our re-entry is 39.80.25. So there is overwhelming area here to go back short on the trade, but there is no long trade. Here is my problem with those guys. They are using indicators or ATRs or MACDs. This is where the market turn around, and by now their ATRs is saying, especially if you have an auto trade with an ATR, you are already in trouble. and you're gonna have a losing trade, because what is an ATR? It's just a moving average above or below. I mean, it's no brainer in that. So anyone can put a moving average above or below, but that here is a re-entry point, and the Nasdaq is gonna go much farther down, and now we're gonna keep our eye on the ES, and if the ES break the 41.6950, this mean we're gonna be having a final by 12 o'clock, this number right there, 41.5625, and that it will be the final destination for today, from now till 12 o'clock. So this is all what we can see in the market at the moment. Things can change within a minute, but this is now, please, if you are taking trades, think about Nasdaq ES short only, don't think about reversing the market right now. The market is not reversible. It is just a pullback re-entry. This is one of the things you have to understand, the difference when the market bottom up and you want to reverse, or the market is not over yet. It depends on the situation, the chart, and where is the market prices are. Why it is so important for the ES not to go over those numbers here, because this is a $1 million question, which a lot of traders ask the same question. How would I know when there is sideways market or volatility, or when a trading get messy and it's no longer that instruments, ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, whatever, is no longer tradable, and that comes in phases when you are trading. It depends where is the price on the chart. As an example, if we wanted to look at the ES, this is where is the resistance, and the direction is down, and it is important for us to break the 41.69. However, if this market, this is our re-entry short point, is 41.7925. If this ES goes above the 41.7925, you cannot no longer, again guys, please be careful. If this ES goes above the 41.7925, it's no longer tradable ES, it's no longer profitable ES, and you cannot auto trade ES if this number goes above the 41.79. This is a crucial area. If the ES goes above that area, 41.7925, we're gonna have some problems. We're gonna have a chops, sideways market. I don't care what auto trade you have under your sleeves, it's gonna get hammered with the losing trades. So here is the key where you see my crosser, 41.79. One thing you have to understand, always there is an area in the chart cannot be traded. As an example, we told you there is a pullback on the Nasdaq and we're going down. We're done with that. On the Nasdaq, if you see where is our re-entry point right now is 13971. Okay, if this market goes above that line, you cannot trade this Nasdaq in this area here. It's finished. It's no longer tradable. Why? First, because you have a floor and fibs, the moving average we are using, our re-entry point. Then if we look farther you have an extreme heavy resistance on the NASDAQ. So our best interest for trading, our best interest is keeping short, and our best interest, this ES, break the 41.69 as we speak, because we told you this ES is not going to go anywhere up. And we told you, if you go back with the video, that the ES is going back to retest the 41.6925. So it is for our best interest, this ES break the 41.6950 in order to continue our trade. However, if this market goes back, to those level here, it's done. There is no more trade for today. And those are the key, those are the most important factor in the auto trading, because you say, auto trading, yes, auto trading, I respect that. Auto trading is a mechanical trading, and he's not going to predict that for you. Any auto trade is not going to predict you're going to have a hard area in here, and you should not be trading this area. It is the trader's job to identify when there is a hard area where your percentage is going to drop to 1 out of 10. And if this market keep going below that number here, your percentage increase to 7 out of 10. So there is places on the charts where when you are taking a trade, it's going to be your chances winning that trade is 1 out of 10. And there is some areas where you take those trades, it's going to be 7 or 8 out of 10. It's going to be winning trade. So this is really crucial. And anyone dismiss that, he will never be success auto trader. Never. Auto tradings are wonderful. Auto trading that can take the emotions away from us. Auto trading can calculate much better than we eyeball the chart. And more and more and more. There is hardly any people anymore taking a manual trade. Hardly any. 90% now auto trading. But also, when you are trying to auto trade, you need to be educated how to auto trade. You don't just crash an auto trade. So right now we are hoping that ES able to break the 41.69, and then we are in the clear. And now we are testing it, as we said 14 minutes ago. We are testing it, and as you notice now, the ES is trying to break this 41.69. The market is not surprising. The market never surprised me, because it's been the market is playing fair with us. It's always telling us what's going on. And it is our job to read what is the pain in the market. You know, when somebody is coming telling you, I have a stomach ache, you don't give him a headache pill. So the market is always explaining to you where is having a problem. And our job is to approach these problems when we are auto trading, understand how to manage the problem. So right now, this is where the more, now I'm start getting comfortable. Now we are in the money, not the PNL. Don't look at the PNL if the ES is not able to go and stay below the 41.6925. This PNL is irrelevant anymore. I will feel better. I will feel we are going to accomplish something in this market if we are staying below the 41.69, and if the market fell to stay below the 41.69, we are looking for trouble in the market. As simple as that. And there is no auto trade is going to bill you out of it. Your auto trade is going to be taking a trades long and short, and you're going to be lost in the turbulence. You and your auto trade and your thin account. That's all what I call it, thin account. Very fragile account. So especially for those ones they have a very fragile account. Every trade counts. Every trade counts. $200 can really have a big impact on your account. So the ES is trying now to break the 41.69 again, and there is a resistance, double resistance on 41.72. I respect that, and I hope the 41.72 resistance is gonna hold, and then we are going to start pushing down to the market, and then we're gonna go to the target one, which we did. If you go back, you see what is the target one? Profit taken, as we said. Go back to the video, we said that. And now we are, if we can hold on this resistance, we are going to target two, absolutely. So let's see if this 41.72 hold as a resistance, and then we are going to profit taking on target one. Those are institutional numbers. You cannot mess with them. And 90% of people don't know they exist, and they don't even know the calculation of those numbers. They come automatic on your chart, and those we picked them up when we were working for a big firm. Anyway, this one here, the target one, is profit taking, and here is your target two at 41.60. So right now we need to start tangling with the 41.62, and now we are going down to the 41.62. As long as this resistance holds 41.7250, if you look at the 41.7250, there is a double resistance here, and as long as this double resistance holding the ES down below that number, we are in a good shape, and that's mean we're gonna go back and tangle with the 41.6175, which that will be good news. And we are gonna go down. Look at this. Look how the ES. That's why I'm saying the market is not surprising. Only for those guys are illiterate with the market. But the market is really not surprising. If we look at the 41.72 and we look at the ES is flirting with that number, we still have one more option. If this market gonna go up, it will go up to the 41.76, and then we start gonna get to trouble. So it is very important for us, this 41.7250 hold position. And if we look at the ES, how it is moving in this area here, it is overwhelming, is having a problem here. So now when we are auto trading, and it is when we are auto trading, we understand what is those problem, and we need to break this area here in order for us to go all the way down. And we have lost on the YM. Welcome to trading. We lost on the YM, and nobody said life is perfect. Welcome to trading. You're gonna have some losing trades. You're gonna have some bumpy ride. You're gonna have some good days. You're gonna have some days where you feel like want to take the computer, throw it out of the window. And this is part of the trading, and welcome to it. Trading is not flowers every day. Anyway, so have you noticed how the ES is staying below the 41.7250? This is a brilliant. And if we notice how the ES, thank you, Jimmy. And if we notice how the ES has been 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, 7 times, is telling you, hey, buddy, I'm having a problem here. And this is a good news. I'm having a problem in here, and I am not able to break that area. Good. That's the good news. And as long as this market below that line here, we're going to hit target 2. God help us if this market start freaking out and go in the opposite direction to the 41.76. Then everything is destroyed. So your P&L become irrelevant here. So this is the key for the market today, guys. Always try to look at your keys and understand where we are going with it. And this is the key right now, 41.72.75. We need to stay below that. And now we are going to enter the second phase of the ES. And we'll keep our finger crossed for that one here, stay below. If this market goes above that, and if the markets start going to the 4176, all bets are off. And then all your auto trade should be off. All your manual trades should be off. So there is no question about it. You're going to start getting in trouble. NASDAQ story is a total different story, actually. On the NASDAQ, this is our re-entry point right now, 139.57. And if this market came into this area here, it can be re-entered short one more time. But keep your eye on the ES, has to be below the 72.75. If the ES crossed the 41.72.75, the re-entry point here on the NASDAQ is no longer valid. And there we go. Look at this, baby. So you hear a lot of, sometimes they say, oh, it's very hard to trade. The ES is becoming institutional. Yes. But what those institutionals, why you are scared from the institutionals? Well, I mean, are they really smarter than you are? Most of those guys at the institutionals, they're like you, they're looking at indicators, they look at minutes charts. They can see a little bit better than you. They can move the market, but we can predict what they are doing. So, and when we are saying the ES should not go over 41.72, it should not go over 41.72. Whether you are sitting, behind a desk and some kind of big brokerage company, or you are sitting alone, it's not going to change the fact we should stay below the 41.72. It's not going to change the fact, because you know what's going on in the market. You are reading the market. So if we are saying an ES is only on auto trade, and you're not looking at the chart, you're going to be in trouble. So that's not true. The ES only can be winning on an automated trade. That's not true at all, because if you have an auto trade and you cannot read what's going on right now on the ES, you're gonna get in trouble. If it's not today, tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you're gonna hit the wall. It's a matter of time before you start hitting the wall. And if this market start going now towards the 41.76, there is nothing left in this trade. It's finished. And it's not just gonna be done on the ES. It's gonna ruin the Nasdaq for us as well. So, you know, I mean, look at this. Keep your eye on the ES, and you can see how the ES is having a problem with that. And everything is on standby. Nasdaq, YM, everything is on standby right now. We are waiting on Mr. 007 here, ES, James Bond here, to stay below 41.72.75. That's it. That's the whole story here on the market. There is nothing we can do. And you know, honestly, it's too early to hit target 2, because target 2 is between 11 and 12, and now it's only 10:27. So you can see what it is. Before it was a support. Look at this. Look at this, folks. Before, the 41.72 was a support, and when the market did go below, it became resistant. So now we are sitting on a standby and waiting on ES James Bond here to see where he want to go, which is going to inflict your trade on the Nasdaq and your YM and the market. And now we're going to start getting in trouble. And now we are on the way to make it trouble. This is our re-entry Nasdaq, and now it's no longer want to take it, because the ES right now is above the 41.72. I'm not interested in that trade anymore. I might take it as a re-entry from 13.97, but I will not take it from here because of the ES. The ES is climbing to flirt with 41.76, and if I see the market goes above 41.76, I'm closing all the auto trades on the ES and the Nasdaq, and there we go. Now we are tangling with the 41.76, and this is the second level. So look at this, came in right on the spot, 41.76, and it's just trying to see if it can climb to the 41.79 or trying to break down the 41.72.75. It's a very predicted market. It's a very predictive market. By just looking at it, you know where you are in the market, which is very important to understand where we are in the market. So now the market is gonna start dying on us, and now you're gonna start seeing some big heavy mess in the market, and now maybe he will break it. I doubt it if he's gonna break the 41.72 again. Now he lost the momentum. He lost the trend to the short side, and it's like a big when the boat trying to make a U-turn from short to long. You don't see V shapes or M shapes or W shapes in the market anymore because of the internet. The market, the prices has smoothed out a lot. But in order for us to go from short to long, now Once we cross the 41.76, the short is finished, confirmed. And you cannot go long because there is a certain area here. You should not be taking long trade. This is a really choppy area. So it's like a big boat. In order for us to switch from a short to long, it's too early to call it off to the short until we have confirmation. Once we cross the 41.7650, we are on the right track to go long. But right now, as long as we are below the 41.76, maybe we are able to go back to the 41.72. So breaking out the 41.72, that was not to our favor. That was not to our favor to keep short trading. And now we are on the last threat of the short trade. And that it is really a problem with that. And so we are sitting on a very thin line to see what this market is doing for us. Very important area, and that's why we said we don't want to take a short again on the Nasdaq if the ES cross the 41.72, and it did, and there is no use to now we're gonna see some really nasty trades, and now we're gonna, Jesus, look at the YM, look like a Google map, you know, and this is a big mess on the YM. I'm on a standby. I'm done. It's a standby. There is nothing left. There is nothing left. Standby. Nothing. You're right, Ben. There is quite few buyers on the ES. You can see it from the chart when it blinks. There is quite few buyers, yes, but it's not enough to break all those technical areas. And once we cross the 41.76, you're gonna have millions of traders. Not every ES trader on Ninja Trader. You have MetaTrade, eSignal, you have million platform out there. You're gonna have millions of traders lose money on the ES. If this market crossed the 41.76 and you are jet skiing with an autopilot, with an auto trade, and you don't know what's going on, you're gonna get into places where it's gonna hurt your account. Well, this is a good news. The market did not go above the 41.76. So let's hoping we are able to go back below the 41. Right now it's 41.73. That will be really lovely if we are go back below that number. That will make me feel happy again. So there we go. You see, it was hanging on the last thread for the short direction, the ES, and it did it. Good. you know. Now we are back in business, because before I was about to call it off. Now we are back in business because the ES go below the 41.73. Very good. Again, guys, when you are auto trading, don't look at the P&L. Try to stay on the technical side, and you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Looking at the P&L is not gonna do you any good. The devil gonna play with your head. There we go. That's my baby. There we go. Thank you. And I was expecting today that we are gonna hit the 12 o'clock at 41.56. Let's hope we can do that. Nasdaq is back alive again. We are glad to see Nasdaq on that level. You're welcome. Come to daddy. Okay, we have a double support area here. Once we break it, could be all the way down here to 138.55. Yes, we're set. So there is a lot of there is a lot of turbulence on the way to the ES, but we'll see what happens. And we will see what will happen to the Nasdaq. Actually, the Nasdaq is much cleaner to the 138.53. The ES start building a lot of support area here, and we never know. Market surprise you sometimes, but our job is done. We understood what happened. We were concerned about that 41.73. The market went back below the 41.73, so there is a hope. So we did our job, and now we can relax. If an auto trade is taking a trade, it's taking a trade. And our job from now till 12 o'clock is done. We monitored the market. We understood what happened on the ES. It's right in front of us, loud and clear. Had an impact on the Nasdaq. We understood that. So now we are okay. We are relaxed. The Nasdaq is gonna break that area much better than the ES. The ES has a lot of turbulence on the way. I can respect that, but the Nasdaq is gonna hit it home free. Once we break that area here, the 39.22.25, pull back, confirm, become a resistance, is no longer support. We are on the way down, no big deal. So guys, there is nothing we can do here except watch the market going below those levels. That's it. We did our job. We set up our job. We understood what's going on in the market. It's 10:40. We are in the right direction. We are on a cruise control, and we just autopiloting right now. You know, that's it. Nothing we can do. And if you wanted to cover some of your profit, you can cover some of your profit by taking those a little bit farther down if you want to, and you will not walk away for free today. And if you want it, you can take a little bit farther the needle down to this area here and leave a space for the ES, go back and forth, and our job is done, and we are on autopilot, and we just waiting to see if this market gonna go further. We're gonna have some nice chunk of ticks, and if the market decide to turn around, welcome to trading. Nothing we can do. So our job is done. Also, some smoke start coming out of our ears and nose, Jim. We no longer can sit down and bang on the market 24/7. So beautiful. Beautiful. The same, Jim. After 2 hours trading, you start smell something is burning. You look at the mirror, you start seeing the smoke coming out of the ears, the nose. That means your fuses are burned out. You're no longer valid to keep chasing those numbers. Okay, guys, nothing we can do, nothing we can cover. And as you notice, the ES is struggling on that 4170 area, and it start getting a little trouble in there as well. And the Nasdaq, we thought is going to break this area, that 921.25, and for the Nasdaq is gonna go back to the 948.75. This is our re-entry point, and if you want to take that trade, take it, as long as you are on a sim. We're not your financial advisor. You're not paying us. And we're not collecting even an email. So what you do in the market is strictly on your own. We are just a tool providers. That's it. We're no miracle company. I'm sure there is plenty out there. The re-entry on the Nasdaq is 139.4850 on a sim, please. There we go. So I'm gonna kill the microphone. There is nothing to say. We just sitting and watching it, and right away you can see, guys, after what we have explained to you, the ES, and this is please, For this is a really special message to this guy wanna auto trade. If you notice, we had this nice drop, but if you look here, this is impossible for an auto trade to earn money in here. Doesn't matter if you are using somebody else auto trade, give him a break, or you are using our auto trade. But this area here on the ES is impossible to make money in, you know. So if you are in the trade early, like what we have, fine, you know. But in this area here is impossible to make money in this area. So for the guys auto trading, also you have to consider or look at the chart condition, why we made money today, why we lose money today, you know. You don't adjust when you are winning, you know, you don't look at the charts. You close NinjaTrader and go have fun. And when you lose, you cuss the guy you purchased the auto trade from. I mean, you don't do that. You just need to look at the chart and say, why I made money today? What happened? Look at the chart. And when you lose money, also look, okay, I can see the ES was going sideways. And there we go. I can see why today it was a hard time to auto trade. This area you cannot auto trade, guys. You cannot auto trade those areas. Impossible. Now we have a scalper. You can scalp the market in this area here. But also with the scalper, but because an auto trade needs a couple of 3 bars to fire a signal. And every time, let's say, you fire long, the market goes the other direction. And then you close that trade, you lose a couple $100. Then when the market is going here, I mean, this is a normal standard for any auto trade. It's gonna fire a new short trade. The market did go the other direction. So it does not mean whatever auto trade you are using, does mean is a piece of crap. The market is a crap today. It's not your auto trade, no matter where you purchase your auto trade from. I'm not trying to protect anyone out there selling an auto trade. But if you are auto trading today, I can explain to you why you're not getting any success with an auto trade today. And because this market is flat right now. And that's why we said in this video today, I said, don't look at the PNL. We need to keep looking below the 41.71.25. Because if we are staying below the 41.71.25, we're going to go on to the proper direction to nail a big money on this one. And if the market is going to go up, it's going to drive you banana. It's going to drive you crazy. And the reason is because now, right here, right now, on the ES, is nothing but bad news. You go long, you're going to lose money. You go short, you're going to lose money. This is a closed door for the ES at the moment to take any auto trade or a manual trade. It's closed. There is no place to breathe on the ES. If we look above the 41.76, is overwhelming with a resistance. And this has been trying since 9:30 to break that area, 41.69.50, and fell. So now what we are looking for, to break down below the 41.69.50 before we can get back on the settle. So all the auto trade should be off on the ES. All the auto trade should be off on the ES. Doesn't matter where this auto trade coming from. It's irrelevant. Here is our entry. We just called it for you a few minutes ago on the NASDAQ. Look where is our re-entry. We told you can re-enter the market, and look, the market came into the double support, pulled back exactly to the re-entry. And now we keep our eye on the ES, and it seems like the ES is building momentum, but there is no long trade. Honestly, there is no long trade. Even our scalper took a long trade. It's not going to survive. This is the white chart, and it took a buy on 41.74. It's not going to survive that trade. It's not. I mean, even if it survived that trade, it's by accident. And we don't want to trade by accident, because accidents or by luck does not give you consistency. So don't tell me you have an I have an auto trade taking a trade long and it's making money. Yes, we have one is taking a trade and making money, but it's not going to survive. It's going to turn around on you. We have plenty auto trade taking a long trade, but it's not going to survive. So the reason is it's not going to survive long, because it's impossible to break all those. You're not going to be able to break all this. And we're having a problem with 41.69. This is the story on the ES, whether we like it, we don't like it. The market don't give a damn about our rules, your rules, or anybody made a CD how to trade, and he tells you to go by the rules. The market don't give thinks about your rules and my rules. The market is gonna do what the market is gonna do. It's as simple as that. Supply, demand, and not those indicators you are using, supply, demand, because those they can be dismissed millisecond before they get filled. They buy some time when they have a position, and those are a wrong reading actually. It's not my job to, I'm not going to cover that now. But so the ES, if you are a light-handed man, you can go from the resistance to the support and from the support to the resistance, and you have to understand your limitation on those trades. It's finished. Nothing we can do. It's overwhelming. It's telling you exactly what happened, and we got stuck. We had one guy, I said, we got stuck in that channel. This means we have a resistance and a support, and the ES got stuck in the channel. We had a guy sending us an email. He thought the ES got stuck on my YouTube channel, and he wants explanation. And I don't know how to explain to him that the ES was not stuck on my YouTube channel. The channel I'm referring to is the resistance 41.76 all the way up to 41.80, and from 41.71 to 41.69 as a support area. So this is the channel I'm referring to. You'll be amazed. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off the and look, I mean, on the market analyzer, we have a trade on the ES, and it is telling you, look at this, even if you are scalping, it's telling you there is a problem in here. 41.76 is the same story as the 1 minute. It's telling you, look, hey buddy, Houston, we have a problem at 41.76.50. And what you need to do, you need to go ahead and break even. And I told you it's not going to survive, and it's not going to survive. So trading those here, the scalpers 15 seconds, you have to understand when a trade is going to survive or not. I mean, to save yourself money on a losing trade, that's very important. okay. Once the ES is jammed, the whole market jammed. I know that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit on the standby to wait and see. I'm gonna remove this one. I don't want to encourage anyone to take a long trade. There is no trade on the ES, and actually there is no opening position anywhere. Okay, the market dying on us, so I'm gonna sit on the standby. Thank you. Okay, guys, there is not much left for today. It's finished. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you all, and see you on Thursday. Bye for now.